Well, welcome everyone. So in today's episode, I'm just going to be trying out Repo Prompt. I've been hearing a lot of people that they actually use this in their workflow, especially when they want to work with Claude, where sometimes when you're working in Claude projects, you have to use all of these files that you upload in like your project knowledge. And sometimes I get around that by, for example, using Model Context Protocol and the Claude Desktop app, or sometimes I just use Claude Code. But this might be an easy way to do it and might give me some more superpowers. So again, just quickly let's get started on some of my use cases. I have like this AI Tools Explorer, and in this AI Tools Explorer, I want to use Repo Prompt. So this is a website that I went and I signed up for the service, and then here's what I'm going to do. So this is basically like a UI in front of database of information that has tech stack and models. And I'm going to use Repo Prompt to help update some of this information. So let's go ahead and get started on that front. So this is Repo Prompt, and what I've done as far as I set it up, and this is the code behind this particular project. And I also we're going to take a look at what it looks like in Cursor. So in Cursor, the same project file browser mirrors that. So what I did after I installed it, and I don't have the pro account, is I have Repo Prompt here. Okay, so what are my instructions? You got all these prompts in here. You've got an architect prompt, you've got an engineer. So you stored prompts may interfere with XML formatting in chat. I have no idea what that is. All right, so I could be an engineer here. So what does that do? Okay, well, let's see. I've got some instructions that I want to do. Just today I learned that Google had announced a new model, Google 2.5, and I want to go ahead and add an entry. In the past, what I've done is put this inside of Claude and had it to help me out with that, but I'm just going to add my instructions here. Let's see if this works. So what I've added is I'd like to add a new entry into the model's data file. And for, if you're kind of curious about the model's data file, this is what it would look like on Cursor. So the model data file is that. It's just a JSON with all of the information out there. And usually what I do is I go out on the web and I search some of these to fill out the description and the link, and I figure out the type. But I want to use Repo Prompt to help me with that. So back here, I have asked it this question. And from what I understand, it's actually going to compose it and send it out. Actually, before I do that, I probably also need to give it like the actual file that I'm talking about, just to give it context. So let's see, no file selected. So how can I select that? I can go to the same directory, data, and in this case, I'm pretty sure that it's this file. So I've added it in there. And then I should say go. All right, so UAI chat. So what it looks like from looking at the tutorials is that you can actually copy this prompt and then put it into, say, Claude, and Claude will just run it for you. So let's see if we can get that to happen. So I click on copy, and then I am going to turn on Claude here. And in Claude, I'm going to add a new prompt. So it pasted probably the instructions in there. Let's go ahead and run this. And I'm assuming that what it's going to show me. All right, so it is, let me search for the most current information. And because Claude have actually released the web search, it's hopefully going to get me that same information in here. All right. Hang on. Claude is currently streaming. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pause this and come back. All right, just kind of coming back, and I realized something that I had actually stumbled on. I was using Claude, the desktop app, and it had been set up for MCP. So I was trying to actually edit some of the files. So I'm going to try to do this again, and I'm going to be using the browser, the Claude. So copy here, and I'm going to start a new chat here. How can I help you today? All right, let's see if we can get this up and running. So it's pasted it, and it's going through and thinking, and it's searching the web as we expected. All right, so it's got that file structure in there, its description, the link, and the blog, text generation, reasoning task. It actually looks pretty good. And I could potentially just take this and cut and paste this and use this in my app. It's got some really good explanations, and this is pretty simple, so I can even just, hey, let me paste. All right, so I can just take this and then just apply it to my app. So go back here, and we got this file. And we just add this to the left, okay, change this format, save it. And now if we go to our actual app, we'll be able to see the new one. So I'll just search for Google Gemini. And we got, it's right there. That's the information that we got from Cursor. And let's see, what's another one? I'll try one more and just try the other workflow that I saw in the demo. Just give me a second and find a new article, new live tool. Okay, so now I'm going to try updating the tech stack and using a different workflow that I've actually seen in the demos. So in this case, we also have the ability to say add a tech stack. And I heard about this new tech stack or this new tool for another no-code AI tool where you just build an app by just speaking your idea. It's called Base 44. So let me go ahead and add a similar entry. So go back here, but instead of apply, I think I could, okay, I guess I could do the code here. So here, similar to that, but I'll remove this. I'll kind of grab this. So that's the tech stack, and I think that's the only one I want to. I don't think I even need this engineer thing, but anyway, what does this do? Apply instruction. So paste the response here. And it actually even tells you the amount of tokens that you're going to be using. All right, so let's see if I had to scroll, how to use apply mode. I wanted to scroll and see what I could do here, but I'm not able to do it. So package your prompt. It must be, okay, so copy. So I'll copy this here, and then I'll go up in here. So what I was doing is actually I was in Repo Prompt here, and I did the compose here, the instructions, and I wanted to apply them here. And I'm going to copy with the diff edit prompt. And I'm going to bring it all up here into Cursor. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new one. Let's just go back here, add a new one, and see what it does. I'm assuming that it's going to generate a response that I can then bring back into Repo Prompt and allow me to then just automatically actually get it to apply those changes. Oh, I might have done it wrong. I'm not sure what's in here, but it didn't actually give what I expected. So I'm going to just drop in a little bit and see what I might have done wrong. What I might have done is I might not have put the edit instructions here. Is that what I needed to do? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to actually take what I want to do and try this again. I'll just start a new one because I was probably doing the wrong thing. Okay, so it's going to be searching the internet, hopefully in there. Okay, this looks more promising because it's actually got that base 44 company details. So what I did wrong last time is I did not actually put in the right instructions. I just kind of got the edit instructions. So it's creating an entry for base, and when it does that, so what it's given here is a plan. And once it's got this plan in place, I'll copy it into the response that Repo Prompt has, assuming it's going to change it. That does look interesting. It's got some descriptions that are easy to read. File path, the change. It's almost like it's giving it instructions. What? Oh, it's like the diff. Everything. Okay. So let's copy here. And I'm going to paste this back into Repo Prompt. And let's see if I can see what it is. It's not showing me everything, and I can't really scroll it. So let's see. But let me see if I can actually see the diff. But what I do see is that base 44 has been added in there. I would have liked to have seen the diff, but I can always undo it. So let me go ahead and merge the change. It actually did. Now it did give me the diff. I don't want it at that point, but that's not terrible. I can always move it later. And I'll go ahead and accept it. And once that's done, I can even go back to cursor, and I should now see where my code ended up. So in this case, because it's cursor, I can see that this file has changed, the tech stack, and I can scroll and see where the change happened. I go into the diff. That's not bad. I probably just want it to be somewhere else, but for now I can just save it. Let me just reformat it, save it, and once I save it, if I go back into my app, I should now be able to see, if I'm looking just for the tech stack, I should be able to see base 44. It's right there and looks pretty good. And I think the other really nice thing that it did, that Repo Prompt did, is it actually put it in sort of like the right place that makes sense for the other entries. So all in all, I would say that the workflow, just getting used to like where all the buttons is, but it was actually pretty nice. It was really good to actually see that I can actually have a little bit more control and get the information by pasting it into Claude, or I could actually use Repo Prompt and have it apply the changes locally. And that's pretty useful, especially when you have a lot of changes, and if you do it the old way with Claude, it would tell you all the changes that you can do file by file, and that's really hard to work with. I do actually like this workflow, and I'm going to actually be putting it into the way that I do code changes from now on. Might also save me in a little bit of API costs over using MCP. So hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening to this short, hopefully, well, not that short, but how we can use Repo Prompt to help with context and manage some of the file changes.